cleanest clothes in town, and Camay, the soap of beautiful women, present Bert Hillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Good evening, television friends and lovers of the fine drama. Tonight we are very happy to present the first in this season of a series, we hope, of a brilliant series of dramatic presentations brought to you by the Kuklapolitan Little Theater Group, directed by Madame Ophelia Ugelpuss and assisted, I hope ably, by yours truly, Colonel Richard H. Crackey, late of Little Theater movement in the South. Well, not so late. It was about 4 years ago, I guess, when I first joined the Kuklapolitan. I'm not telling them my history, dear. I'm just going on, that's all. Well, they're interested in me. All right, I know it's timed carefully. Madame Ugelpuss, our esteemed directress, has reminded me that our play is very carefully timed to fill this half hour, and of course we don't want to take any time away from the production tonight. However, I did want to tell you a few things about it before we get into it. I do believe from your response, drama lovers, that you have enjoyed some of the little dramas we have presented during the past seasons. We hope this year to break even with our subscriptions. Now, I know that many of you here in the audience tonight have bought subscriptions for the Kuklapolitan Little Theater Group, and you will be our kind patrons throughout the 6 or 7 productions we will present this season. However, I know some of you have gotten in on paper for nothing. That is because we want to make new friends. But I think that if you really are lovers of the drama, you will support this little theater movement that we have here and buy a subscription seat for the entire season. Now, I would like to say about tonight's production that this production was first thought of by Madame Ophelia Ugelpuss, and the script was by Mr. Fletcher Rabbit. In part, especially the part, there are some scientific terms and things that are used in the script tonight, which he has helped us on because of his... Don't hurry, man, I'll get my words right. I don't know why in the world you're so worried. If I were you, I'd go out and sit in the audience and enjoy it. Well, let somebody else get into a second act costume. You're the directress. Women, I'll tell you. Where was I? Oh, our show tonight is entitled Safari, or Into the Congo. Into the Congo. Oh, it's been shortened, Into the Congo. We had a much longer name. Safari. And it is a brave and wonderful story of a brotherly love and high adventure in deepest, darkest Africa. The parts are being played by Miss Beulah Witch, Miss Fran Allison, Mr. Kukla, Mr. Oliver J. Dragon, and Mr. Fletcher Rabbit, who, as I said before, assisted us with technical terms. And now, you have your music, Mr. Fastenal?
Yes.
Would you mind giving us a little overture? Our first scene, the busy office of Ralph Locksmith, owner of a fabulous gold mine in the Congo, New York City. Young lady, I wish to see Mr. Locksmith.
Good morning.
Immediately.
Good morning, sir. May I ask the nature of your business?
Yes, indeed. I am Professor Pitkins.
I'm afraid that Mr. Locksmith will be unable to see you today. He has a typically busy day. Now, let me see. At 10 o'clock, he goes to the barber shop. Massage, shampoo, a
My dear.
haircut, manicure. And then at 11, he has a date to pick up some theater tickets.
My
Then
dear,
at 12, he has lunch.
my dear young lady,
That
perhaps
by
you do not know,
1:30,
but
and
I
he'll
have
be
just
teeing
returned.
off about 2. I doubt whether Mr. Locksmith will be able to see you today.
My dear lady, I doubt if I'll be able to see Mr. Locksmith.
Not unless you take that hat off, you won't. It seems to me like we could get some better things. And you're...
My dear lady, I wear my ears like this
You know
because
what,
I'm used to darkest Africa, where the sun is... Well, if it's dark now, how could the sun be bright?
Go on, Mr. Warren.
Who wrote those lines?
I don't know.
My dear young lady, my business here is of the utmost importance.
I see.
I want to see Mr. Locksmith about
Well, he has all the butterflies he needs.
My dear
He's an
young lady,
extremely
you do
nervous
not know
man,
it, but
isn't he?
I am Professor Pitkins. I'm Professor Pitkins, and I have just returned from a sojourn into deepest Africa, where I collected some very fine specimens.
Well, I think he
No,
wouldn't be
perhaps
interested in
I found
any of
a
those things.
very lovely yellow wing that you really would have enjoyed very much. It's a very
No,
great beauty.
I'm afraid not.
I bring news for Mr. Locksmith. News. And I insist that I see him. I will not leave until I see him.
Well, if I may inquire into the nature of the news.
My dear, let me look at you again. Aren't you Violet's little sister, Pearl?
Yes. Did you know Violet?
Why, certainly I knew Violet. Before I left for Africa, yes, indeed, I took her to many dances. How is your sister, Violet?
Oh, it is a sad lot, that of Violet
Oh,
and of me.
she's still teaching school?
No, she gave it up.
Oh,
She had a bad fall off her broom and hasn't been able to do much lately.
I see.
Were it not for her short-wave set, I think life would hold little for Violet. What a hand.
You mean that is her hobby?
Yes.
Why, Pearl, dear Pearl, how well I remember you. And
She
how's
has
Mr.
reached out and shaken hands with people all over the world through her short-wave set.
Shortwave. What a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Well, how is Mr. Jenkins, the kindly station master?
Oh, Mr. Jenkins is well.
Don't you remember me? I'm Mr. Pitkins, old Uncle Pitt.
Oh, not Uncle Pitt.
Yes, the one who used to tell you the wonderful stories about
Oh,
flowers.
of course. Clay was your first
Yes.
name. Certainly, I remember. Well, my, you have changed but little.
Well, you, my dear, have grown up into an exceedingly, well, attractive young lady.
Well,
She's plain as a mud fence, but how can I tell her that? Glasses
Little-
are out of proportion.
little does he know that I would love to be the gay butterflies he chases in Africa. But I am chained to this office and to this pad and to Mr. Locksmith.
Mr. Locksmith. I must see Mr. Locksmith.
Oh, Mr.
It's about his
Locksmith.
brother. I have news of his brother in deepest Africa. What's all this disturbance?
Oh, Mr. Locksmith.
Pearl, what's all this?
You remember Uncle Pitt?
Clay boy!
Yes.
Ralph,
Oh,
when did you get back? Oh, you were on another trip. Yes, indeed. But first, I have important news.
did you run into Robert Ruark while you were there?
No, I didn't, but I heard a great deal of him through the natives, eh?
Oh, he had quite a trip, I
Yes,
guess.
I understand. But tell me, what's this about the trip? What is this? Your brother. My brother? You have not heard from my brother? Yes, I have news. I have news of your brother. News of my brother in deepest Africa. Oh, at last to hear of my brother, Pearl. Think of that.
Oh,
He
little
whom I
does
have
he
not
know,
heard from
my
whom.
heart beats strangely fast.
Did they write those lines at the same time?
I don't know.
We were
I'm just
saying.
reading what I got here.
My brother, from whom I have not heard from whom for many years. Oh, my brother, who is down in deepest Africa, overseeing the gold mine from whence sprang our family fortune. Tell me about my brother. I fear all is not well with your brother.
What? No.
Yes, I did not see him myself, but the natives carry stories that all has gone very badly for him. He is ill, he is sick, and the mine is in the hands of unscrupulous fellows down there.
Oh.
He needs you. That must explain why
I haven't been getting any dividends from the mine lately. I thought perhaps either my brother had sort of, well, maybe his expenses were high, or maybe...
Or the mails were slow?
Yes.
Well, I can tell you no more than that. No more than that, but I advise you to get to Africa soon. I must stay here. I must mount my butterflies, get them ready for the collection. Pearl, give my best to your sister Violet.
I shall.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, Ralph.
Drop over and
You're
join her in a
Ralph.
dot and
quite.
dash.
Yes, I will. Indeed, I will. Farewell. Farewell.
Mr. Locksmith, you are not going to throw good money after bad and go after your brother, are you?
My brother is my... Why, he's the closest person in the world to me. No one is as close as my brother to me.
I'll say he's close. You haven't had a nickel from him in months.
Pearl, please. Pearl, your hair is... I don't know, somehow...
I am but a plain girl.
But Pearl, you could fluff your hair up. However, why are we talking about you when it is my brother that is important? I think I will go to Africa. Yes, Pearl. I will sail for Africa immediately.
I will call Mr. Jenkins for some tickets.
County Station Master, please do.
Where is it you're going?
To Africa. I know.
Deepest.
Deepest. Yes. I will find my brother and bring him back home to America, where he belongs. Pearl!
Yes, Violet.
Pearl!
Yes.
Where are you, dear?
I'm here, Violet.
Oh, I've just had the most... Hello, dear. How are you? I've just had the most amazing news.
Have you really?
Yes. I was sitting up in the attic working on my shortwave set.
Yes.
And I was in contact with some friends in England, you know.
Oh.
Then suddenly I began to get a strange signal.
Yes.
My dear, where is Ralph?
I think he's left.
Left for where?
Africa.
Africa? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, this portends no good.
You're so right, my dear. I heard through my shortwave set
Yes.
that Ralph's brother is imprisoned by an unscrupulous scoundrel who resembles him closely.
Oh, heaven.
He's imprisoned in a cave in the deepest jungle.
Whatever shall we do?
Well, my dear, I don't know. But the plot is they are trying to get
Control of the gold
control
mine?
of the gold mine, and they want Ralph to come there so they can seize him and capture him and have him sign over the gold mine to this unscrupulous fellow who is posing as Ralph's brother. What's Ralph's brother's name? Euclid.
Euclid. What is there to do?
Shall I work on my short wave and see if I can intercept some more messages? or
Oh,
what?
please do. Could we leave at a moment's notice if our aid was enlisted?
My dear, you're rather fond of Ralph, aren't you?
I love Ralph.
You love Ralph?
Well, he's all that's left. Euclid's gone.
Does he love you?
That is a horse of a different color.
Oh, yes, I know how it is, dear. I know how it is. I remember when I used to run around with Clay Pitt.
Yes.
What a sweet fellow. I'd love to see him again sometime.
Well, he's back in town.
He's back?
But let us not talk of Clay.
Yes, my dear.
Back to Euclid.
Back to Euclid. I have an idea, my dear.
Yes.
Why don't we... Is he taking a boat, Ralph? That is?
Yes, he's taking a boat.
Why don't we fly to Africa and intercept him there?
All right.
Tell him what we have learned, and perhaps we can save him in time.
Perhaps it would be better if we went in disguise.
Disguise? Well, shall I go heavily veiled?
Oh, please.
My dark glasses?
Think. Be not light at this moment. Think.
I'm trying to think.
Perhaps
I keep
we
getting
could go-
messages through my hat.
Oh, now this doesn't figure in here.
I have my portable shortwave here.
No, you don't either. Now think. We'll get back to
Don't
the...
tell me what I've got in my hat.
Well, Beulah, I know that that's not the right hat.
Well,
then.
I've got the hat that's got the shortwave in it.
All right.
Mr. Rabbit can write things into this play. I don't see why I can't. All right, what
This
shall
is
we
very
do?
carefully timed.
Oh,
Now,
all
thank
right.
you to get along with the script.
All right, we will go in disguise.
We will go in disguise.
But as what? Whom?
I don't know.
Wait, Pearl, I have it.
Yes.
I have it. We will dress as natives
All right.
and try to join the safari
Great.
as a native secretary and guide.
Oh, capital.
And in that way, we can intercept this villain.
Fine.
Shall we do that?
Let us be off.
We will be off, and we will save Ralph Locksmith.
Well, get up there. I'm trying to. Doggone curtain. Well, will you rip my ribbon, please?
Well, why don't you put it on?
I'm trying. Don't pull on my ribbon. Ophelia.
I'm just trying to get it up.
Oh, who cares? Well, no doubt you are all excited about the outcome of this magnificent drama. Will Pearl and Violet get to Africa in time to save Ralph from the unscrupulous scoundrel who has seized the mine and is posing as his brother? Well, I'm sure you are all anxious to find out, but before we raise the curtain on the next act, I would like to present a message from our sponsors, Mr. Proctor and Mr. Gamble. Aren't you going to do this, my dear?
Well, I can't. I'm trying to get her into her costume.
Well, but you... Honest.
Go ahead, you do it.
Well, but my dear, you know more about clothes than I do.
Go ahead.
Well, the lady who is to have delivered the message about Tide today is busy backstage getting one of our members into costume. However, if you will forgive me for ad-libbing for a few minutes, while I will deviate from the script and try to tell you a little bit about Tide. My gracious, I don't believe I have to tell you an awful lot, because women know about Tide. Well, they know that Tide gets the cleanest clothes in town. You know that. Well, no doubt that Violet and Pearl, when they leave for their African safari, will include many packages of Tide. Because, after all, Tide is so wonderful in any kind of water, hard or soft. Gets clothes clean in hard or soft water, and who knows what kind of water they may run into in deepest Africa. And they'll want to look their very prettiest and their very best at all times. And you know Tide has no soap film. That's why Tide washes clothes cleaner than any soap. Tide users get the cleanest clothes in town. Yes, indeed, ladies. I'm sure that you understand exactly what I'm talking about, even if I am. By Jove. Oliver tried that last week with Camé, and was the biggest commercial we'd ever done. That was a mighty fine coincidence, don't you think there, Jack?
I liked it.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter, because we have several more boxes right back. Pardon me, my dear. Well, you asked me to do the commercial, and I'm doing it. Well, I didn't mean to knock it over. Well, no, I wasn't copying it. Well, I'm ad-libbing, and let me ad-lib the way I want to. I'll take care of you later. I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen, but I believe that the play is about ready to start again. Don't forget, you get the cleanest clothes in town with T-I-D-E, Tide. Of course, you won't forget that. Well, back to our show. On the next scene, deepest Africa.
Where are the potted palms?
I didn't order them.
Oh, wouldn't you know? The boat's due any minute.
Tell me when it gets here.
Yes. I'll call you back. Good. You stay behind the bush. thought I saw something. Spell of the jungle, I suppose. What a strange, hot, steamy place. Wanna what, Chief Guide? What? Wanna what, Chief Guide? Secretary, native secretary girl? Why, no, I don't need it. I don't need any... Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will. Wanna need secretary. Wait till you hear the chant of the jungle.
Secretary?
No, I'm sorry. I'm here on business, and
You not know how much I save you. You not have to send stamps. Dot and dash, send out right away. Take dictation, send out right away. You need secretary?
Very good, secretary, very good, and I'm a good guy. Well, I don't know that I could use you and your daughter. Daughter? She's my sister.
She worries.
You sound so familiar, and you look somewhat familiar. But
You like secretary?
No, I'm afraid not. I must go and I must meet my brother at the gold mine. Curses.
What do we do now?
Well, maybe we can get a job with a brother. Do you think that would work?
Let us try.
Or this fellow who poses as the brother. At least we can prevent him from making Ralph sign over the mine.
Let us dash.
Let us dash. We will. All done. For 3 days and 3 nights, I have trekked across the darkest jungle, across the veldt. And at last, I hope to find my brother. Hark! There is the gold mine! Oh, I have not been here since I was a teensy-weensy boy, when last I saw my brother. But I will never forget him. Look who is coming! Yes, it is Euclid! Euclid!
Ralph! Ralph, my brother! Little does he know that I'm not his brother at all. Little does he know that I'm an unscrupulous scoundrel. Little does he... He's gone. What's the use of it? Oh. Jungle is very deep and dark in these places. Little does he know that I am going to make him sign over the mine to me, and I have his brother imprisoned in a cave. Ha, 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 ha. Well, night has fallen.
No, it hasn't. But, Euclid, you did not have that mustache before.
I am older now, dear brother, than I was before. Oh, come, come. I must talk business with you.
What is that?
Well, I have decided to stay here the rest of my life. The mine is practically run out, so I thought if you would just sign over your share to me, then I will sell it for what little profit I can make and stay here in Africa and, stay here in Africa and
what?
And hunt and, be a guide, and I like it here. I have lived here for so long.
You don't look like my brother exactly, and yet you do.
Well, I have changed. You have changed, too.
Yes, I suppose I have. It's been many years. Well, I suppose if that's what you want, then it's all right.
I will call my secretary, and she will bring the papers in.
Is that a direction?
No, that's her name.
You want to send letters?
I want you to bring the contract.
Oh, the contract.
Yes, my dear.
Why, that girl, I just saw that girl in the jungle. Well, just on the edge of the jungle.
Now, you will sign right here.
Yes, I guess so.
Stop!
What?
Do not sign.
What?
What do you mean, do not sign?
This is a nefarious character who would take away your wealth under false pretenses. Look at me closely. Do you not recognize me?
Pearl! It's Pearl!
Pearl? Pearl who?
Pearl, my secretary!
And your brother is being held in chains And
I am your brother.
and my-
Do not listen to her.
And my sister is at this very moment trying to free him.
Now I know. You are not my brother. I can tell.
How can you tell?
Let me... The strawberry birthmark is not
It's not there. See? That proves my story. Ah, sir, you are caught at your own game. Where is Violet, though?
And where is my brother?
I...
Let's overpower him. Ah, virtue is its own reward.
Lucky I have kept up my work at the gymnasium.
Indeed. Are you not glad you took
Lucky
that
I have a
course of
hat on like
lesson?
this, all right?
If you don't go, we'll never get the brother up.
Hmm? Oh, I will not bother you anymore. I will run away.
Go.
The brother is in the cave.
Go. Ah,
Pearl, my dear.
you see, I have followed you even into deepest, darkest Africa. For my love is bright.
How lovely you look, my dear. And your sister Violet, too?
My sister Violet is here. She is even now freeing your brother.
You mean she is the one I thought was...
She is the guide.
No.
Yes,
The one who keeps saying, "What?"
right.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Your brother is nearly free. Come
Oh.
with me, and we will find him.
Oh, let us go.
I like this jungle. It's fun. Where could he be?
Where could he be?
My own sweet brother.
He's in a cave.
Which
That-
way, miss?
This way.
Oh. Euclid.
Euclid!
Time has dealt heavily with you.
Who are you?
Look closely.
Ralph
Yes.
and Pearl.
Yes.
We're going to take you back to the States.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you dear, sweet people.
And you and Violet can just send shortwave messages everywhere in the world.
Violet's here, too.
Yes.
That was Violet who rescued you.
And we're going to take the gold mine back with us. We're not going to take any chances.
My mustache again.
Oh, it's miserable.
Sorry.
That's the worst one of all.
I've missed so
I've gone
many
through
things.
some bad ones.
So many things. What's happened in the States since I've been gone?
Oh, many things.
Oh, many things, among which this most wonderful
Yes.
thing.
Tell him.
About time?
Yes.
Well, Euclid, remember, you get the cleanest clothes in town.
With T-I-D-E, Tide.
Tide!
Kukla knows you get the cleanest clothes in town with Tide. And he also knows a wonderful thing will happen to you when you use Camay.
A wonderful thing will happen to you when you use Camay.
When you use Camay, the soap of beautiful women. Is your loveliness hiding in the shadows? Is a clearer complexion your ambition and your dream? Then use Camay to take your skin out of the shadows and into the light of new loveliness. Here's a girl with a superbly soft, fresh complexion, Mrs. Jack Lawrence, a recent Camay bride.
My skin responded so quickly to Camay's gentle lather. And you'll be lovelier with Camay. I know.
Camay gives you such a rich, luxurious lather. Smooth this mild, gentle lather over your face. You'll delight in its soft caress. Change to regular care. Use Camay, and your very first cake can bring you a softer, clearer skin. With Camay, you'll see your skin come out of the shadows and into the light of new loveliness. There is no finer beauty soap than Camay, the soap of beautiful women.
The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Natalie.
Look closely. Yes, Bert Hillstrom.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by Camay for that June bride complexion and Tide for the cleanest wash in town.
NBC Television.